Hello and welcome to Blade Runner. When we last left off, we had our first encounter with the Nexus 6. Scary stuff. Yeah, looks like I've got a message on my phone.
Hi, Mr. McCoy. I'm sure you remember me. I heard about what you did for my friend, and I just wanted to say thanks.
The message could have come from any of a dozen people. I'd done my share of favors when I was in uniform. Something about the voice was familiar, but I was too tired to place it for sure. Erase and reset.
Interesting. And we can go in here. And essentially that's the Lapatry.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
Anything else going on?
Maggie, come here, girl.
No.
Who's the best dog in the whole world?
Yeah, Maggie's awesome. I hope you haven't read, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, which is the book that the movie is somewhat based off of, which this game is based off of the movie. Because if you have... but that might not necessarily happen here, right? Yeah, I mean, Maggie isn't a goat.
Portrait of the sleep-deprived.
Yep.
Got your delivery here, man.
What?
Kingston Kitchen.
Oh, yes, right. Hold on.
Is this what the gravity be like on Mars?
Oh, no. It's about a third of what we got here on Terra. Real comfy. How about turning that dial, okay? When I say... Oh!
Please, can you control your rat?
I'll have you know that Ricky's a purebred Chihuahua, and he's totally real.
Things going good at Tyrell Corporation?
Boring, boring. Old man Tyrell's been on a Wagner kick lately. He never shuts up.
You also do outside work?
Sweetie, I never go outside. It's bad for the glands.
How about Nexus 6? You know a lot about them?
I think you should be going now.
Understand good, it holds deep meaning for me now. Where be your research on Nexus 6? And your test studies, contacts, the works?
Only simulator. Extraterrestrial gravity.
One more minute, you be swallowing this explosive. 3 more minutes, they be hosing you off the True Life building across town.
No, I swear. I don't have anything. If I did, I'd give it to you.
My people sick and dying. You tell me something.
Talk to Dr. Tyrell.
Tell me something I don't know.
The organ designers. Miraji, Hannibal Chu, Luther and Lance. They're closer to him than I am.
Where?
DNA Row. They're all working down on DNA Row.
You one miserable package man.
No! No, please, don't!
Huh.
Hope you aren't camped out there with a bottle of tequila.
Oh, very funny.
Early bird slays the worm, McCoy.
Don't worry, I'm up, Lieutenant. What's the buzz?
One of Tyrell's employees got his fat face splattered all over the marble interior of the Tyrell building.
Inside?
That's right. But we also got a sweet little break on it. Tyrell's surveillance system recorded the whole shebang.
Beautiful. How many perps?
Just one. I don't know if it's related to the Run-Center deal or not. Tyrell security will have the disc for you when you get there. You'll be good, killer.
Well, anything else?
No messages. I'm in demand.
Nothing on TV. Well, let's make sure we feed Maggie before we leave.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
Your floor number, please.
Well, head to the roof. I'm guessing in the world of Blade Runner, everyone has to know some kanji. Come on, get in. Thank you. Sometimes the animations in this game take a while. So, if you've noticed, our map has zoomed out in Act 1, which was the last video that we were in. We only got to see this place, and now we can get to the Tyrell building. Even though it seems to be two buildings. But whatever. Let's head over.
McCoy, LPD.
Just a minute.
Where do I go?
Grav test on the east wing, 66th floor. Here's the footage from the security cameras. You get a pretty good look at the man's face.
How'd he get past you guys?
He pretended to be a delivery man. Dr. Eisenduller ordered in a lot, so it didn't seem unusual.
I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
One more thing.
I've told you everything I know, Detective. I gotta work. These monitors don't watch themselves.
Yeah, it's a tough gig.
Well, let's take the elevator. Wow, what a mess.
It was a Tyrell sales brochure for the Nexus series. The kind of glossy hype that ends up littering the floor at trade shows. This one was for last year's infamous Lolita model, a big hit with the all-important dirty old man market.
Ugh.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me, like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Anemoid Row.
Anything in the box? Not really. Anything with the computer? Yes.
Someone had tried to access a bunch of protected files on the Tyrell network and failed, not just once, but a dozen times. Tyrell engineers might forget their passwords, but what would the GravLab boys need with replicant DNA sequences and incept dates?
Very true.
Jesus.
I seen worse, but not by much.
Learn anything?
You could strain him through a sieve.
Good to know.
A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens.
McCoy, I hope you're not just grabbing all of this stuff. What do you know? Yeah, what do I know? He definitely is. Just putting his fingerprints on everything.
I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last 24 hours, and now it was dogs. 3 of them. I thought about Maggie and nearly threw up.
Yeah.
Obviously, he'd been killed with an explosive, and not just because he'd been plastered on the wall with 1,000 strokes. The detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story. But I wondered why the killer didn't just shoot him.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's more efficient.
Disgusting.
Yep. You can sure say that again, McCoy. Let's see, anything else? Well, I can talk to the
Is hearing yours?
CIA.
Maybe it belonged to that other cop who was up here. The babe with the shades and the cigarettes.
Ain't her style. Call her babe to her face, you're liable to end up with a severe limp.
And not CIA, but CIS. Or
If you spot
CSI.
anything you think I ought to know about, tell me.
Absolutely.
Anything else?
Disgusting.
Nothing around here. Nothing there. Aside from, you know, the animals.
I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last, and now it was dog. I thought about Maggie and Neil.
Double check over here for any more information. Nope. Seems we're good.
Lagging behind again?
Gouza didn't say anything about me working with a partner.
Oh, in a pig's ass, Slim. No, I'm following up on my own. Could be it's linked to this Tyrell debacle.
Could be.
How's yours connected to mine?
I'm still putting the pieces together. It's all stored in Esper's mainframe. You hear about the Moonbus massacre?
Gaff mentioned it.
Could be our cases are overlapping. I might keep you posted.
Do that.
Yeah. Wow. Steele, you actually seem helpful. So let's interrogate the security guard. Get more information about our victim.
You friendly with Eisendaler?
Most of the employees they see coming in morning and night, but old Marcus, Dr. Eisendaler, he almost never left his lab.
He afraid of somebody?
I think it had something to do with the air outside, and the germs. I once heard him complain about it.
Smart. What was his job?
Grub test chief engineer. The lab runs tests to see how a replicant would perform in different planetary gravitational fields. That kind of thing. One of the other engineers could tell you more.
Okay. So can you tell me about your company?
How do I get in to see the big boss?
You don't, unless he wants to see you.
Okay. How do I make him want to see me?
Well, you could call his personal assistant.
Who is?
Don't know offhand.
Yeah, I get the picture. You know anything about Tyrell's computer system?
Security is tight as a drum, if that's what you're asking.
Somebody tried to access restricted data from the terminal in Dr. Eisendaler's office.
But they couldn't get in.
Yeah. Looks like Dr. Tyrell keeps his files safer than he keeps his employees.
Looks like.
You know if anyone lost an earring like this one lately?
Not one of the employees, that's for sure. The boss enforces a strict dress code around here.
How did Eisendaler's moo-moo fit in?
Hey, you know, company rules only apply to the lesser mortals.
Yeah, seems like.
I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, what's up with that? But Steele said that she uploaded her information over to Esper. So let's see if we can't combine our databases. Database I? No databases, come on.
Mainframe and shooting range.
During his last election campaign, Governor Kolvig promised a bold new plan of action to clean up the worst regions of the highly toxic debris that surrounds our city, the so-called kipple. Just how much progress has been made since then? We spoke to the governor just before his weekly meeting with the city council.
Our studies have shown that the kipple's effect upon Los Angeles is minor. The radiation and toxic waste is contained in relatively small pockets, all miles distant from the city center. Nevertheless, cleaning things up out there is a worthwhile goal, especially with the thousands of specials living on the city fringes. For now, all I can say is that we're looking at several options, and I'm sure everyone will be pleasantly surprised by our final proposal.
It's been a long while since I've seen Blade Runner, so I'm not exactly sure what he means by special, so I'll have to look that up. But it sounds like, you know, kind of an untouchable class, and not in a positive way, but more in a, you know, Indian caste system way.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Nice. Let's see what we got on this video disc.
Scanning video disc. One enhanceable image found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database.
I wish we had more, but one's good enough, I
Tyrell
guess.
Grav Test Lab.
Let's see here. Well, let's take a look at the perp first.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me. Like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Anemoid Row. Give me a hard copy of that.
Yeah, so it's his earring. Let's check out the box.
A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens. Give me a hard copy of that.
And there's the Chihuahua. Looks like a modern day Uzi. Yeah, I guess you don't have anything to say about that. Can we get anything off of our victim? Seems like not. That's just a thing. Okay. Well, not much we've gained here. Still. Ah, there we go.
Someone had tried to access a bunch of protected files on the Tyrell network and
Yep.
failed. Not just once, but a dozen times. Tyrell engineers might forget their passwords, but what would the GravLab boys need with replicant DNA sequences and incept dates? The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me. Like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Anemoid Row.
Yep, looks like. See, don't have a name for this guy. Got a name, but no identification for Ezo. Lucy, yep, we know all about her. Except for what she looks like. Well, we know, but McCoy doesn't. Zubin, who we've seen, but yeah. And this guy, who's seems to be our probable big bad. Well, let's see what the quartermaster has to say.
You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
We get a new weapons shipment?
Yeah, Guzza requisitioned a couple of cases for the assault teams.
Let me guess. He's planning on taking out a small city.
Lieutenant's a big believer in overkill.
Seems so.
I've gotten all I can from that.
Oh? Ah, that's to reload. If we weren't playing on easy mode, you can only carry so many bullets at a time. Well, that's the lab. And no one's at the lab. Great. So, I'm going to call it here. When we come back, more Blade Runner. Have a good one.